miss. I'm sorry. I should have taken my hand down. I
Oh,
spoke already.
alright. So Johnny.
I guess if I saw
Yeah, good night.
Uh-huh.
Um, just want to add, I was thinking as well that knowing the students' dominant intelligence, if for instance you would have been assessing students and you would have seen that there's a particular topic that the student is struggling in, then knowing the dominant intelligence, you can better assist that student. So you can probably refer, so for instance, if that student is a spatial oriented person, meaning he or she learns more from diagrams, seeing diagrams and so forth. Even if that topic doesn't really come with a lot of diagram, can we as educators can be a bit more creative, probably make some flow charts or see if we can find some additional resources. So I'm just saying in a nutshell that knowing the dominant intelligence and observing where a student is weak on a particular topic or so, then we can better
um
tailor the information to suit those students' need, or we can refer them to can do their own additional research and refer them to diagrams or anything that you think would be helpful based on how they learn.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Helpful. Thank you, Nicholas.
Thank you, afternoon again. I'm going to allude somewhat to what Rajani had said regarding
um
makeup, but
I'm
just wrap it
doing
up a
well.
little bit.
How are you
Knowing, I
doing?
don't need. Do I still need to state what's my dominant intelligence?
Yes. No,
I'm
no,
I'm
you
a
don't need to state it. You
well.
just need to. You just need to
To
tell us.
state if I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to ask a question before I state. Can you have multiple dominant intelligence?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Because when I went through the nine types, I found a few that I would have
Mm.
identified with logical. I'm interpersonal, but at the same time I'm intrapersonal. To survive, I require a lot of reflection, but I can be the the vibe in a setting. I get along well with my peers. I'm able to motivate them, etc. I'm somewhat
Hi.
musical as
Guys, I want
well.
to thank you all. We have
Okay.
I enjoy the
reached
movements,
830 something something something
music, sounds, etc. It helps
subs.
with
This
me
color
not
drains
only
the light,
relaxing but
the
learning
life out of my
new
skin.
things and so on and so
I
forth. Just a
really,
few.
color
But
theory
I
is a
wanted
real
to
thing
state
because this color don't suit my skin at all.
that it's important that the
But we're
teacher
here.
knows the student's
We're
dominant
here. We're showing up.
intelligence,
I have to
not
get this
just
work done,
in
I guess.
determining how
So,
to teach, but determining the
how you
methods of
guys is there?
assessment. Instead of relying solely on, say, written tests, the teacher can offer diverse assessment, like probably class discussion.
Hi.
If the group has,
Yeah,
students
I
that
just woke up from a nap. I took like an hour and a
exuberate
hour and a
in
half nap.
interpersonal
Took me a while to fall
intelligence,
asleep,
if they prefer group
but I
settings
just
as
woke up
opposed
from a
to
nap.
being
So I'm here.
linguistic, right, like writing and
I'm.
all of that.
I still feel like I
Teachers
should
can
have
offer
slept
diverse
some more, but I
options
have
that
class.
allow for students to demonstrate
So
understanding through
the
their
song belongs
strongest
to you.
abilities. So I wanted
Oh,
to
I
state
cannot
that it's
really
not just
play any
the
songs
methods
as
of
I'll get
teaching,
copyrighted
but
for
also
it.
the methods of evaluating.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Very good. John, and then Natalie, and then
All right, miss. I was going to make a similar point to what Nicolette just made in terms of persons potentially having multiple dominant intelligence. So I know that we are multiple
Yeah.
intelligence, but one
What does that
thing
mean?
I
What does
was
that sign
thinking
mean?
about as well while I was here, and maybe I would like your opinion on it. Can your dominant intelligence be
Hi.
replaced? Meaning, at some stage in my life, I would have been more of a logical person, but then once you maybe get older, you become more
What is actually
intrapersonal, for
unique about
example.
your
So that
culture?
was my question. I was
Everything.
just
The
here thinking about
music,
it, and I
the
want your
people.
opinion on
our personality,
in terms of, you know, do you
how we
think we
carry
can
ourselves, our
shift
vibes,
our
our
dominance?
energy, our
Yeah,
food,
I believe
how we do hair. There's just so many things. But yeah, we are a talented set of
and
people.
it ought to. Natalie?
Yes, yes, miss. Okay. So I'm looking at it, I'm reading it through, and I don't have any dominant intelligence at all. I I and I really don't need to have a dominance to actually observe students in the classroom to see what their strengths are. And when I'm teaching, I teach a bit uh, you know, of these intelligence. So if one person is not getting it, then you know that you change your teaching method so person can get it. Plus, it depends on the course you're teaching.
Good night. Good
If I'm
night.
teaching math,
Hi.
then the
How you guys
dominance
doing tonight? What do you have
would be
planned?
logical
Bonne nuit.
and logics and so forth. That is what I'm going to and
What you
images.
guys have
That
planned?
is what I'm
A
going
lot of
to
peeny wally. Yeah, you can hear
work
them. I've gotten so
when if I'm
accustomed to them
teaching
because they're
geography,
always in the
then it
background
will
to the
be
point
different.
where my
If
ears
I'm
are
teaching
deaf to
propane,
them.
it's going to be
But
different.
yeah, we have a lot.
So it all boils down to what subject are you teaching that um you need to carry out so your student can understand. Because I heard Jermaine saying that once you identify the strength of a student, then you need to nourish that strength. But that strength that
I'm
student has may
Jamaican,
not
so
be their
da.
dominant strength.
Okay. Really?
So how you
Where
know
in
that that
Jamaica
is
are you
the strength
from?
of the student?
And where are you now?
There's a saying, and I did always say, a jack of all trades. There's some persons who can do every little thing, but they do it over average. They're more than average
Guys,
than
if you're
others
new
in
here,
every little
hit
area.
that subscribe
And
button.
then you have the geniuses that are focused on a
Me look
particular area. It
homeless.
could be reading,
Portmore and Port
it could
Royal.
be music,
Okay.
it could be
Alright.
Anything.
engineering, anything. And
Okay.
that would say that yeah, they are dominant
So
in
Ian,
that
like,
area
what do
because
you do, if you don't mind me
you're really
asking?
amazed at what they would have done. But
Are
for
you coming
me,
from work?
who
Did it
I'm an
rain there
average person,
or
I have
something? You
no
look
dominant
beautiful.
intelligence.
Thanks. I don't feel it right now because I feel so
Pay attention,
depleted, but
Natalie.
thank you, Kendrick. Um,
Now, I'm going to start with Natalie's last point. She just said that he has no dominance. But have you taken tests? There is a test available
how are
that
you?
will
Homeless?
indicate to you the
No,
homeless,
no,
sorry,
homeless
which
at all.
is
Um,
your dominant
Wagwan Rasta. Me
intelligence.
Diana Shakul. It's
Right?
been a
So
while since I've
you need
seen
to
you on
go
here.
and take the test. It's a multiple intelligence test. It's free online. Get it and don't think about it. Just do the test and you will have an idea of what dominance is. However, never take those things as law.
Which
Those
country
are
am
those
I?
are just little
Let
tools.
me guess. Me no remember. Tell me.
Come to help
Looking at someone can't tell you what they
others,
are or what
identify
they have or don't have.
where they could
That's
be.
true. I see a movie star. Thank you.
Okay, so
Thank you.
those tests are there.
Um,
Multiple intelligence test is
that's
there.
true. You never know a
Can start
person's
with
story just by looking
challenges.
at them.
All of that is there.
But if I look for me and see
Once test
homelessness, I
is
rebuke that in Jesus' name.
and take the test. Don't just say I don't have a dominant intelligence. You're not sure. Take the test first, and then you will be able to see whether or not you have
I'm not telling you. Well, I guess I'm not gonna remember. Little sister. Hey, Mr. Don't Play.
I do it over the weekend, miss, and let you know.
Okay. Yes. But you need to know, but you can tell us afterwards. You need to know. All right. Um, all the intelligences are present in each person. That is one thing that you need to know. All of them.
I'm going to guess which parish you are in.
Each person.
Clarendon. You know, because you know.
Okay.
You're not wrong, you're right. I'm from
Also, I heard you mention
Namibia. Welcome. What's the capital
the
city of
teacher
Jamaica?
has
Kingston.
planned in order to
Kingston is the capital of Jamaica, darling. So,
all of
yeah,
these
we
other
in Texas now. I'm in
talking
Jamaica.
about intelligence. I do not agree with that.
Well, you're
There
correct.
is no way
Nice,
this can
Clarendon.
happen
I will not say
from
where
the teachers
in
and
Clarendon, but
meaning
yeah,
from the
Clarendon.
teachers
Mm-hmm.
lesson plan. It's not going to happen.
And the president?
What the teacher can do is to give freedom
Okay.
to them so they choose operate the way they see best, the way they learn best.
Are you Jamaican? Yes, I am.
If you give
Even when I try to
everyone
speak
an
English,
essay,
people still hear the accent under it.
topic
And
that you
people just
want to
know,
know,
say, oh, me a Jamaican, straight off the bat.
you want to know how they
Oh, yeah,
think
you're not
about
wrong. I'm Jamaican.
and you give everyone an essay to write. Then the person who is less verbal may not do well.
Do you smoke ganja? I do not. I don't smoke at all.
Does not
And I can't
mean that the
bear
person
people
who
who
is
smoke around me because this smoke
what
feel
you
like it's going to take me out. Like it's going to me. So I don't like it. I grew up in Rocky Point, Carolina also. Okay. Alright. I hope you subscribed in the end as a fellow Jamaican. Just a being Jamaican.
and they choose which one so they understand that thing that you want them to experience. Same thing. Somebody could write a song about it. Somebody could
I have a
actually
few.
write the note.
Have 3 sets of paper left to mark.
Somebody could
I want
develop
to mark
a
1
game about
tonight
it. Somebody could
and then 2 tomorrow.
write an essay. Another person
What was your
could
childhood like
paint something.
in Cameroon? That mean that all the population
Together,
smoke until
and they
like
would
Bob Marley? No,
all
definitely not.
come up with the answer.
Most of them, most persons out here don't smoke. You have people that smoke, you know,
Trying
and them smoke cigarettes or ganja,
to reach
but
everyone through
most people don't
your
smoke.
method of teaching.
I don't smoke, but the people them who smoke weed is not
What
bad.
about giving them
Me not gonna judge them,
in the class,
but I personally just don't like it.
right? Some of them love dramatization.
Me don't like none of
Some of
them.
them are
Me
more
hate cigarette
about
more,
the kinesthetic.
but me not like any of them.
Same thing you want them to
Can't
do,
bother.
and they do it in a drama form. But if you don't give them the opportunity, that person may always like a failure for you. Cannot write the essay, cannot write the essay, doesn't know, doesn't put the work that it doesn't make sense what he says.
What you eating? I was eating
If
some
you give
stew peas and white rice.
much better
Some
than
stew peas and white rice. Yeah, almost finished.
essay.
Mm,
I hope
I love my drink. What type of drink?
that's it.
You're gonna come to Jamaica, you're there, Jamaica. What type of drink you will go for? Hmm? And let the sportsmen run. Yeah.
Okay, I'm hearing nothing,
No.
so it means you did not hear what I said.
You know what you said, miss?
And you
Say
are
again?
right. We heard what you said, and you're right in what you suggested. Because
Oh, okay.
when you do that, you
I
really
drink
really see
anything
different
on the shelf.
personalities and
Okay,
different
not pig steel. I like chicken foot
different
and gizzard
expressions
and so.
coming out at you
Cause we did
in
start some chicken the other day,
for
so
a
I used up the
community like
parts
that.
them and mix up stew
When you
piece.
give
It's
them an
really
assignment,
nice.
you attempt to express it,
I'm gonna eat
give them options to express it
pig
different ways.
again. Any
You
parts of the
really
pig.
really see the different
Minute the tail, minute
personalities
the
coming
foot,
into
minute
your
the
own.
meat, minute the head.
There is a little boy
Not because me a rasta, but
little
I just yeah.
anecdote here.
Yeah, chicken foot can go. At one point when me I
Teacher
grew
was
up,
in a primary
me used to
class
hate chicken foot. Me no
from
know.
not
Me
in
used to have
school,
this thing.
grade 4,
And me
grade
feel like
5.
oh the foot stepping on so much poo
And the teacher
while
said
me I eat it.
to the student,
And as me get bigger and clean the
these
foot them or something, I'm like, oh, chicken
draw
foot no
and
bad.
play
And it
in
took me a while
flight
to eat it. Like, me physically couldn't even put it in my mouth
and
till
the
like about
teacher
last year. And
waited
me at 23
and
years
the
old now.
students
So
did
like,
their job.
for
And
22
one
years of
little
my
boy,
life, me a chicken foot and a friend.
that little boy, then gave his paper to the teacher, and there was one dot on the paper, and the teacher marked it with a big red X and said that it is foolishness. I asked you to draw a plane in flight.
I eat all meat. I don't. Do you know that fish eat anything that? I
And the
know.
teacher said, what are you crying about?
I know. Some fish are like scavengers. They are
That
like
little
the
boy said
junkers of the sea.
through his sobs, it's far. Did you get that?
Yes,
No?
yes, he's very far from the plane, so he's writing
Yes,
it.
me.
Drawing
Yes,
it
sir.
on his music.
Right. When it's very far, that other.
Has never seen a plane up front. He's just seen it in the air, like a dot.
He's very imaginative.
So fish is not better than chicken foot.
Very imaginative.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Me not say you're wrong, but it just took me a while to eat chicken foot.
Yes, simply. Okay, so that was an anecdote. All right. Freedom in the classroom is a very good thing. So thank God there's
I can hear
multiple
Matey
intelligence.
a textile. What?
You can do it. Don't take it as law. As I
What?
said, those are just little instruments that people have developed to give you an indication of where you may be. I'm always iffy with those things. Of course, some people have multiple strong intelligences. You may have 2 or 3. Okay, that's fine.
You may trouble. Me know. Why me da ban you, Mark? Why?
Segregate.
Why would I ban you?
Not put
I didn't
students
know
of the
such
same
thing.
dominant intelligence.
I did
I
not.
think somebody on the line said that it's not a good idea because either nothing will be done or, well, it's not really the intelligence, but the one is
Yes, both of them,
then
I guess you can say.
it's
So I'm a teacher at high school, but I'm also studying. I'm in my postgrad.
logical
Is
get
on
some
my
insight as to how to approach something, right?
on my lives
How to do
because I'm in class right now. But the discussion that's going on, I can talk to you guys while it's happening.
and
You know.
others in
So
the
yeah.
group. In the group, we get insight
But I
from
graduated last
my
August
dominant intelligence is logical,
from my
while
bachelor's program
in
and
the
now
group
I'm
there
doing
is
postgrad.
somebody whose
So
dominant intelligence is linguistic.
guys, I think we can reach 850 subs tonight, you know. So let us subscribe if you haven't already. A lot of people came and cut.
What the
Let
dominant
us see if we can
intelligence
reach
are for
850 subs
group your students.
by tonight. Do you read Bible? I do.
Going going to
I'm
give
a
you another
Christian.
example.
I'm a proud child of God.
In the group of 4 students, we have 4 intrapersonal persons. They are going to find it difficult to interact with each other. As you will have a group that's not functioning well because all of them are intrapersonal.
Dog,
Right? So
dog.
it's a good thing to somebody is speaking.
Yes, I had my hand up for some time.
Oh,
Wanted to respond.
yes, it's nothing.
Yes, it's naturally. Doug, what I want to ask is this. Since everyone or most persons have some dominant intelligence, why do we have an assessment in tests to find out the performance or the intelligence of a student?
I already
Um,
pressed up the like button and subscribe. Thank you.
testing seems
Almost every
I'm not
Jamaicans are
understanding. Can you
Christians.
start again because I'm
Yeah,
not getting
that's
your
true.
question.
okay, okay. All right. Before I even ask, testing came out from
That's
China.
true. Because
That's
Jamaica
where
is surrounded
testing
by so
came
many
out. And
churches. They either
some
have the majority that I've seen are
testing,
either Christians,
testing,
the
the
denominations
testing
for them
system
is very
started.
broad. And then you have Rastas, the Rastafarians, and then you
Okay.
have
All right.
Muslims.
You're
So
saying
to
no.
me,
Well, you can tell me
Christianity
where
and
it
then those other
started,
two
and
would
I
be the
can
other
do
two
the research
dominant
for you.
religions out here.
Okay.
Do you know in Bible
But
Jesus tells that Prophet
my knowledge
Muhammad
of testing
come up
started out in China, where they were
come back
trying to
again?
select
Did he say
government
Prophet
officials.
Muhammad
Okay.
though?
And then it continued
Our persons
in the
assumed that
medieval
it was
times. It was
Muhammad.
more like oral
Muhammad.
examinations. All right. There was nothing that you have to write down and reach just to remember for you to say, okay, this person is a mastery of this course or so forth. So I am saying to you that if everybody has some dominant intelligence, why we enforcing tests within the educational system to see if a student is performing,
He
where
say
everybody is different, their intelligence are different, and their
show
dominant
me the
is
verse if you
different.
can find the
Because
verse
for a
or the
student who
chapter
is
or
more
something. You let me
visual,
know.
sitting
But
down and writing is
yeah.
not going to be good for them
Um
in a testing environment.
because
Because all you're doing is thinking. Right now, the government is saying, okay, we're doing critical thinking. Students have to really think about what they're writing. So I don't think it is fair for students to be under a testing environment to see how competent they are.
Ah, you're touching a nerve. You're
are
touching
you
a nerve.
Christian? Yes I am. Nothing like
What
that,
what
my
I'm
friend.
irritated that nerve
Okay.
this evening. But keep letting me understand what's on your name. Just
Nothing wrong.
Natalie, Natalie, what Natalie has said. It is quite in order. It is quite in order for you to think about that. And if you see the way I'm going on with this class, you will understand
Not your
that
friend from
I want you to think larger
Jamaica, man.
than just the book.
I'm Catholic cardinal from Italy now. I became
Done
Muslim the true way. Okay.
what
So that explains your
asks the student.
way of thinking, I guess.
Practice.
Um,
Testing is a way of sorting out.
we can coexist. We can respect
And
each other's
as we
religion
go into this
of
class,
choice. I'm not
it
here
is
to
good that we
convert anybody,
further
but what I'm
going
here
to
to do is
see
to,
something
spread the word of
that,
God, word of
that
Jesus
will come out
Christ,
as we go.
and stand firmly
Nicolette?
in it. Persons end up getting converted, then that's it's great,
Thank you.
but
When you had mentioned before,
we can
I
definitely
don't remember
coexist.
which one of
Okay.
my colleagues had said
Yeah.
something about she doesn't have any dominant intelligence. You mentioned about there was a test, and I'm thinking about when
Um,
we are doing well in my field when we are doing the selection process for employment, that very often we do or we allow individuals or candidates to complete a psychometric test to determine if they are the best fit for the role. When we look for these dominant intelligence based on what the role or the position
when I was
requires.
small, they used
So
to
am
they
am
used
I thinking
to
along
use
the am I
both
having the
cow
right
jump
thoughts
over the moon
concerning
and
this topic?
dictionary this spoon and the little dollar.
Yes, that's what it is used for sometimes.
Typical
People
Jamaican upbringing.
use those tests.
And the we call him again? The
All
Anansi
kinds of
story them.
sorting.
One bag of
Yes,
foolishness.
and this is true. All
Nice to
kinds of
meet
decisions
you
are
again.
made.
Ciao. Ciao.
Yes.
Later, Mark.
Um, if there are persons who have, for example, uh, let's say, let's say for argument's sake, there are persons who have a PhD in psychology. Okay, let's appreciate psychology. And they are not interpersonal person because their dominant intelligence is not interpersonal. If they are looking for job consistently, they
So,
probably
what
should
do
be
you
focused
like?
on this.
Spare time,
If
reading,
the job
listen to
is
pod,
right there,
there's the emotion,
however, they are qualified. So there are a lot of
um, how me
there are
explain now?
a lot of
Reading
in
content,
this thing.
making content,
We have to be careful. We have to be careful
music,
with these
listening to
tests
podcasts, anything that
because
can
human beings are not to be sorted out of
take my mind from reality. Well, from my reality, I love to do so. So, music,
Yes.
creating, editing,
I want to make a comment.
reading, working out,
I think this is
stuff like that.
Nicolette. I'm not sure correctly who was speaking
I
about
can't swim, my dear.
job positions. They give them tests because of
Can't swim.
who they're trying
You
to
see my
hire. I can say this. I've been on several
I'm
boards
sacrificing
or
my sleep to watch
panels
you and you
of
still refuse
interview
my money.
interviewers in the ministry,
I don't
and
want.
yes, they give them tests
You can
for
keep your money, dear. It's okay.
interviewees,
Mm-mm.
and
I've
after
gone
the
some
test,
years
they
without
have done
knowing.
so well on the test.
We'll be
But
okay if we don't
when
know for you.
we
So
start asking
I
them
can survive.
the the practicality of how they would go about in handling certain situations, they can't because they are more theory person and they're not hands-on. They don't know, and it depends on the job. And the job that I'm talking about is more IT related. So I'm just talking about in the
Hi.
IT capacity. They did so well on the test. It was amazing. But when you ask them about how they will go ahead and do the practical things, they can't do it. And
Natalie, just to interject a little bit, these tests that I'm referring to are not the tests to determine your expert knowledge. They usually use these psychometric tests to determine your personality, your dominant personality traits, and your dominant way of
okay,
doing things, and
okay,
your dominant, which is what we're learning now. It's not to determine your expert knowledge or your expertise in any particular field. Um, the when you go more into the psychology and stuff, it's one of those things that they use as a tool in HR, not for determining expert knowledge. It's the
Okay.
things that you can't see until the person is actually
The soft skills.
in the
I
in the
grew up
setting
wild.
or given the job. Usually they do some grouping for
I grew up wild,
for
so I don't really
answers,
see nothing
and
that I can. Well,
the answers that
that's
you
good.
give is
When I say wild, they just had a
predetermined if you
fun
are best
childhood, I
fit
guess.
based on your
Girl, answer the message your
personality or
mommy
your
has sent you.
dominant intelligence.
Yes, I know those questions because when I was living in
Hmm?
America and I was applying for jobs at the different IT companies, those are
Come
soft
on, more
skills
are
that
they
they
sitting
ask
for now?
about to find out what type of individual you are, and that is fine.
Mister,
But I
you're a
believe they
size
have
small,
different
right?
tests, and based on the area of expertise, and I'm talking about just the soft
Alright,
skills
and the
of
shoe
this
size a
one, based on
CN40,
the
the
area,
same black purple
I
one
just
day.
think that it's not called
Alright.
for. I know that they want to shortlist people and so forth, but tests may not
No
be the
mom and no
right
dad, but I survived. Really?
right
So,
for
like,
individuals
who raised you
based on
growing up?
maybe the person's nervous,
Like, who were your
or they may
guardians?
think that they're not
Or,
competent,
you know?
and the person may think that you know, they're just it's just too much for them, and maybe those are the persons who can actually do the job.
I'm happy you
And
survived.
I can talk for myself because, um, after university,
Long
I was
story. You
very
can
good in
break it
IT,
down.
the hands-on part
You
of it.
can definitely break
But
it down.
going into an interview, or before I even go to the interview, these tests that were given to me was a little bit too far-fetched. And I know I could do it. And it's after, you know, talking to these persons and trying to convince them that this is what I can do. They said they will, yeah, okay, they will give me an opportunity to prove myself to them. So after getting the job, I have to know where to prove it. And when I actually prove it, they're saying that they were so happy that they gave me the chance to work for that organization. So
Thank you for your participation in this little discussion. I would like
You
you
would have to
to
chat,
focus on
Miguel. Jesus
Gardner's
loves
multiple
you. Be
intelligences
born again. Prepare for the Lord. Jesus is coming soon. God will
also
judge the
Anthony
innocents. Yeah,
Gregory,
that's the truth.
mind
Me not
study.
understand
This is Anthony Gregory.
40,
When I upload, the internet will be back. When it is back,
41,
I mean when we meet
and
in class
65.
next week, I will upload forward, and you will see his names that I'm talking about. So it is Howard Gardner with multiple
But I'm not
intelligences.
close to you anyway. Yeah, that's fine. If you want to get into it, you can. If not, then that's okay. But however, I'm happy that, you never had a childhood, but you never let that
He
define
came up with
anything. I'm proud of you. Um,
traditionally intelligence was measured by a single IQ test. IQ test. Hmm? And the IQ test came from Alfred Binet. Alfred Binet.
uh,
INT. He is the one who came up with IQ test. Alright? But Gardner and Grigor, by focusing instead on content, what we are good at, on process, how we think. Alright, so from the IQ test, there was a shift in perspective from these two gentlemen of Gardner and Anthony. So our Gardner
yeah.
intelligence theory suggests that intelligence is not a single entity, but a collection of distinct gonna think in one way.
Check your message. Cho, check your message when me send you.
Theory. Sorry.
Those two, when you check your size, everything good? Alright, me add it in. Open for you.
Biopsychological potential.
Trust you right now.
His intelligences as
So Papa,
Mm-hmm.
it showed those $20 his dress is showed 22 and $22.26.
Well, you could add up to the same thing.
Oh, okay.
$22, you didn't add what, $6 penny, and then that would have shot $2. So it's $2 cheaper for mine.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Me order that before
okay,
price
girl,
go
no
up. They
problem.
know she in thief.
All right, mom.
Alright.
also you have your
Only have a couple minutes. I'm trying to order something. Resume. We're resuming the live. See if it's gonna work.
or and so on. Otherwise, you confuse them. The other one is sequential. That one is also no. The concrete that I was explaining, what I just explained, is sequential. Concrete is the person who thinks based on what he or she. Person has to feel that thing, see that thing, see, feel, touch that thing. That thing has to be concrete for the person to understand it. So don't come and talk to that person about faith. Just talking about faith is not going to help that person at all. They will be lost. You will have to show them what they have to touch it, they have to feel it in order to understand it. And I believe that this is why so many students
BRB.
fail
Look camera.
because most, not most, but a lot of information that is shared at school is abstract. So they are strong abstract intelligence, mind style will understand what is said. For example,
Probably can go for one
if we
paper
speak about
and go
Africa,
and mark, you know what I mean? Well,
and
I'm
the
gonna do that.
teacher speaks about
Go
Africa,
for one class.
explain to the class where Africa is. Only those who have an abstract mind may, I say may, understand where Africa is and what Africa looks like by just talking to them. The others will be lost. They don't have a clue what Africa looks like. They don't have a clue where Africa is. Let's
Have the paper here. Hi.
a lot of students are just told about things and they are not learn because they are just spoken to. Alright? The other one is sequential, as I explained before. Things are to be in order, one before two, two before three, and so on. However, there random,
We need sugar.
concrete sequential, you can have
What time is it?
sequential.
7:27.
Those are combination. Okay. So just imagine a group of students who are just
7:27. Well,
concrete,
PM.
concrete sequential students. There isn't much that is going to be done in that group. However, if you put all of the if all the students in that group are abstract or random, nothing much will be done. So I encourage you to read on book and styles. That's very interesting, and you can take the the test as well. This one is quite interesting because um it seems to be quite true when the results come to you. You realize, hey, interesting. That's how I am because he has an explanation and it
68,
seems
68,
to people. Yes, explanation. Bigger. Yes,
23,
difficult.
582.
Right. So that was
68.
go. The thing
Or in there.
about
Hi.
one is Gardner's Award, Gardner's multiple intelligences, and Anthony Griglock, nine styles. Alright, so when you get that, you
No.
can go ahead and do that for yourself so you have an idea of the way it goes. I don't know if you have, now you can respond. I don't know if you have the experience already of being in the presence of someone who is totally different, so totally different that you
Mm.
just can't tolerate with, that you can't manage. Alright, like
Let's
let me
start
give you
mark
my
these papers.
I am abstract in thinking, but very concrete in reality, in life. I'm very concrete, meaning not concrete, sequential. Everything must be in its place all the time. I cannot take disorder. When I cook in the kitchen, you will know that I'm cooking only because you smell it. If you come to the kitchen while I'm cooking, and if there is no smell, you will know that I'm cooking. Because as soon as I have messed up the spoon, I wash it and put it up. As soon as something falls on the floor, I clean it. I do not like untidiness. I do not like I don't like a place that is all, I mean, things are all over the place. No, I don't like it. Okay? Now, I have friends who are total opposite. If I come to their kitchen, I am lost. I do not understand how they operate in there. In your classroom, you will have students who
How
have
fast to
completely
see.
different personalities. Students who will be all over the place. There's a bad day, there's this, there's that day, this, that. And you will have to have a well organized you know, so everything is, I mean, just eyes closed, you can tell you everything is. And so you will have to okay, let me let you talk now. Have you ever come across first 90s? I die. I will die 10 times if I go
6
Or first thing I'll do is type stop.
from Jamaica. 6,
Focus on
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
some people
13,
don't mind, they
14,
just
15,
push things aside.
16, 17, 18, 19,
Okay,
20,
nothing is
21,
wrong
22,
with
23, 24,
that.
25,
That is
26,
up
27,
to you.
28, 29, 30, 31,
Then,
32,
what to do.
33.
If you want, um, if you want to make progress
Hi.
in your environment, you need to have, there should be some kind of modus operandi in your classroom. So persons will learn how to operate in your classroom. And students would learn how to operate in others.
One paper down. How much to
So
go?
nothing is wrong with me if I put everything over the place because I know where everything is anyway. But if you don't, since if you are a person who is very sequential, nothing is wrong with you either. It's just the way you operate. Can we live together in peace and harmony? All right. I'm listening to your responses.
Over. Miss, your order is a little bit low. It dipped just now.
Anybody hearing me?
Yes, hearing you now, Miss.
It's right here.
Yeah.
I'm hearing clearly.
You are not hearing, so you're not saying anything. How come? You must say something if you're not hearing. You didn't hear anything I said, Thomas, speaking about Grigor?
Yes, Miss, we heard up to when you were talking about the kitchen and it's not organized and it can't function. I heard up to just probably a few seconds ago.
I understand that that
Okay, so I was just saying you can respond. Yeah, I was saying that you can respond. No, you can say what is on your mind. I've never but who is like me or be able to manage your other person if you're different also. Just want to hear these thoughts because it is the type of mix that you get to find in the classroom. And this is the type of mix that you get with families. There are with families. You know, everybody is not the same, but we need to learn together. So I wanted your responses. Yes, Oscar.
No,
Oscar?
yes, ma'am. I was about to say that I think all of us are different. Um, you know, if we're going to look at practical applications, for me, I am not the most organized, um, but I enjoy when my environment is organized. The thing about my disorganization is wherever I put things down, I always know. No matter how many different sets of papers are on my desk, I know exactly where to pick something up. However, when some persons clean,
That's right.
I'm lost. I don't know where anything is.
That's right.
So
That's funny.
I think it's
But it's true.
right, but I think it's important to be tolerant as well. Even with students, I'm marking
Yes.
books. And some children's book, when you look at it, I know my teachers when I was a teenager would not mark those books. When you open some of the books and look at it appears untitled. The handwriting is less than
Yes.
legible, that kind of thing. But if you spend the time, recognize that there's substance to what is written. So I think a level of tolerance and patience has to be extended when we're dealing with young people.
That's true. That is true. No,
I just add one thing though. I remember,
yeah.
not to cut you, I remember when I write now in script. When I'm writing, my penmanship is in script. And I remember going through a lot of grief in school because of
Yeah.
it. I liked it because it was the neatest way for me to write. When I did cursive, I had problems reading it. You know, I thought it was ugly and unattractive. So I started writing in script, and it was very neat. But I remember facing a lot of my teachers because of that. The irony is that nowadays when I write in script, I get a lot of compliments. So I'm just saying that sometimes, we make things. I think that's something we focus on and not really all that
Necessary, yes.
right. I think
That's right.
individual is what is needed more. I remember I used to hide my work from some teachers, right? You delay, try your best not to take it up because the interaction is not going to be very pleasant.
Good night.
But with
Listen
the
to
same
me,
sense, I
genre.
teach whose
I'm a
handwriting are not
piano.
the
You'll
best.
thank me later.
I'll take the time, I'll read it, and I'll
Okay.
listen to you. You
These
have to
habits
put
will come
something.
back. Haven't seen you in a while.
But once I do that, I find that they keep coming back. Right, that's it for me.
Yes. All right. So, sometimes, just like Oscar said, I do not know why we spend so much time teaching things that are really non-consequential. Why is it that I have to write in script? Why? Okay, give me the option, and if I can't do it, then sorry. Why is it that I have to write in cursive? Why? Okay, you try with me. I may like it. I may enjoy it. I may do it very well. That's fine. Nothing is wrong with that. But if I'm not able to do that, if I have difficulty adapting to that, if I write ABC in script, what's wrong? Can't you read it? Isn't it the aim? Isn't the aim to be able to read what I've written? These are the things that you new teachers or teachers who want to be different, to make a difference in the classroom, you need to meditate on those things. Why am I making life so difficult? Why? Oscar?
Oh, sorry about that, miss. I forgot to log my
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Anybody else wants to respond to this little talk that I gave you a while ago? So none of you have ever met someone who is so sequential that they drive you crazy really. I have two sons. One of them is as sequential, probably more than I am. When I do anything for him, it's not done properly because he has surpassed me in the sequential life. He is amazing. If he puts two pens on the table, the two pens will have to be lined up. Amazing. I saw another hand. Who was that?
I think that was me at one point. I'm not sure, or if it was someone else.
So what happened, John? You no longer have a point.
Right. No. All right. So I was just waiting. No. Yes, I do. I was just waiting.
John?
Yes, miss. I am speaking. Are you hearing me?
I'm not hearing you if you're speaking.
20.
Oh no.
All right, Alexia.
Hi, Miss. So about the sequential,
Oh,
are you hearing me, Miss?
One second, John. Alexia,
Yes, miss.
go ahead, go ahead.
Yes, I'm saying that my daughter's grandmother is like that. My daughter is 3 years old, and she's a very adventurous, brilliant, love to touch and learn and all of that. And her grandmother adores her. But it is that every time when she goes to her grandmother's house, her grandmother keeps on putting back. As she moves something, she put it back. So I have to say to her that you have to give her some time. Not that you're going to turn the house upside down, but give her some time, and then when she wind down, or you fix up back. So because of that, I just don't really allow her to go to her grandmother. I just let her, the grandmother, come by me, where she's a little bit more free in my environment. I mostly just wait until bedtime, or she's gone to school in the morning. When she's not here, I will do a proper cleaning up. But it really drives me crazy when I see persons like neat and fine and fixing everything that she touched, because I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. So I understand what you're saying, Miss, and it drives me nuts.
Well, you would be driven nuts by me if I was in your environment. Everything you move, I would come behind you and fix it.
But Miss, my daughter is gonna exhaust you because she's all over. She's very
No, but at the same time, Alex, um, you know, all of this is tempered by reason. You know, you tell yourself, okay, I will fix all of this later. I will not die while this is happening. This whirlwind is around me now, but later on, I will fix it. So if your daughter came around and started to pull things and put them down and all of that, I would give her space, and I probably close my room with the key because
Miss, her grandmother not giving her no space, Miss. That's what I'm saying. Like she's literally going behind her. Okay, I come in. Going behind her and in
yeah, sequential person. So, well, OCD is more.
I cannot love everybody
It has to
but
do with
one
cleaning
who
up also,
get
not
me
just having things in
different.
order, but cleaning.
compulsion. Sorry.
Yeah, you know, it has to do with, you know, you do your bleach and cleansing things all the time and all of that. Some parents have made their children sick because of it. They always have the children washing your hands. Are you connecting? This thing is what you are. How you call that again? The thing all the time.
Sanitizer.
The sanitizer.
Sanitizers, and they have destroyed the students. How you call it now?
Their natural flora.
Their natural immune system is destroyed. You know, everything, as soon as something hits the floor, oh, you have to sanitize everywhere.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Crazy.
11.
Sick like that. You have to understand that this can get out of hand
11,
and actually.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
All right, but that would be the.
24,
But you know,
27, 28,
the
29,
point
30,
of
31,
bringing these things up is for you to become aware that there will be some behaviors in your class, some ways of behaving in your class. Now you can put a name to it, you can recognize it, you can pinpoint it, and you can recognize those things in yourself as well. And it will help you as a teacher to deal with the students in a more amicable and redemptive way instead of there are some parents, you know, that are ready to kill their children because the children are not behaving
Hi, Kevin.
used. We have to be tolerant because Jesus is tolerates us with all of our ways, weird ways. Before my start to fear, remember? Extra and
Nice meeting. Nice meeting you here, sir. How was your day? What did you do today?
I invite you to
I can't read it, but where you from? Island of Jamaica, sweet. Jamaica.
Alright, so when you integrate these two theories, arguments, and thoughts, you get you relax that when you but as long as the student are learning, that's your aim. Alright? Alright, so something important is that you are learning. So success is not about how much intelligence you have. We all have it. What kind?
3.5. Hi, I'm in Kenya, the capital city of Africa. Okay. Another Kenyan in the building. Ensure.
So one other thing I want to say is that students
You subscribe before you go.
have to
Yeah, the Wi-Fi is terrible.
persons
We were having some rain today.
others who are different.
The Wi-Fi is in and out every minute.
Because in that way, they too will develop those areas in their life. So, for example, there is someone who is one is relational, the other one is intrapersonal, interpersonal. Now, so all of the intrapersonal would learn from the interpersonal how to communicate with somebody, how to open up a little bit. And the logical will learn from the linguistic. How to use words with use. So, and each of those intelligences will develop even more and adopt those intelligences that are weaker in them by interaction, okay? By looking at what others do, by rubbing shoulders with
And
persons
some
like us, we grow and learn also. Alright, so that's about it for others.
where are you from? I think I answered. I think I said that I'm from Jamaica. Yeah, from Jamaica.
Came up with the IQ test, like intelligence test at Stanford Binet, and others after him
Oh yeah.
have come up with
So I'm here. I'm in a class. I mark papers in the meanwhile. I have a chunk of papers here marking. So yeah. Hi, Destiny.
Now, girls and boys seem to be doing better at some things. Boys need something, and girls need something. But in our world now, we are
How work?
Girls and boys can do the same
Tiring.
things.
I'm tired, to be honest. There's so much to do with so little time that we have to get it done.
Boys do much better at certain things than girls do. And girls do much better at certain things than boys. Okay? Also, there is a mindedness that comes up when we study. When we study this matter of learning differences, there's a matter of giftedness, there's a
5,
matter
6,
of
7,
learning
8, 9,
disabilities
10, 11,
that
12, 13, 14,
that
15,
movie that you
16,
saw
17, 18,
brought that up
23,
to like stars on earth
33,
forward that some students, although they may be gifted in something, they may also present with
You are between yes or no. What does that mean?
in order for them to
Isn't it?
succeed.
Hi,
Yes.
James.
Okay. I think I will stop here for today because I think we have had enough for today. Alright. So at this point, I want to ask you if you have
I
anything
want
else
to go.
to what we have studied. What do you plan to keep? What do you plan to leave over? How do you plan to position yourself when you go in your classroom? What do you plan to change? What do you plan to change?
That's not work. It has been good. Just a lot of work to do. Papers to mark, grades to put in, plus teach, plus cater to your own life.
I have a very silent class.
Yes, ma'am. So in terms of what I will apply, so again, starting off with the discussion, I know that there are persons who, have different, what you call, like, in terms of how they want to get information and how they learn basically. Now, again, I would have paid attention to it by thinking that some persons they are more practical, so you have to give a mixture of everything. But what I'll do is see if I can put out that extra effort to redesign some of my classes to cater for some persons one might not be catering to. But overall, I generally try to, because I know students learn, or persons overall learn differently based on their intelligence and so forth. But that's what I'll do. I'll try to see if I can reshape some of what I'm doing. Although Natalie made a point that I sort of agree with in terms of depending on what you're teaching. So I teach mainly like programming courses and so forth, IT courses, right? Now, the persons who usually do the best are the ones who tend to be more logical. So what I have to do now is find ways. Well, I've been doing this, but I think I need to do it some more. Find ways to cater to those who might be the linguistic ones and so forth. So that's what I took away from this is that just keep on looking out for those who might be of different learning styles and intelligence.
Okay, thank you. Remember not to bend too much until you break in order to accommodate students. Just give them different things to do, and those who are more inclined into doing this, then let them choose. Just give them options. Don't lock them. Don't lock them into one area. Just
and I do a lot of peer learning as well, where I place them in groups and I ask a question. I'll answer it, but I'll say to them as well, what is the person in your group saying about this particular question that you are asking? So I could learn from each other as well.
That's right. All right, so thank you. Anybody else would like to say anything? I have a very quiet class this evening. I do not know why. Let me call somebody. Some Renice. Renice. How come I'm not hearing your voice today?
Yes, I knew it. I knew you were
What?
gonna call my
Why you
name.
saying that?
I knew it. But what I'm going to be trying to apply is the same because when I hear I was just listening because I feel like you're probably draping me up tonight. I don't know.
Oh,
I feel like I haven't. I don't want to say haven't. I have, but you see, as time goes by, and with the other things that I have to do, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been applying certain things, and I don't think I've been as inclusive as I can be and looking out for, the different type of learners as much as I can and so forth. So I'm going to try to go there again. So that's pretty much, I feel like tonight has just been an attack on me. So I'm just going to try again.
okay.
Mm.
I want to say something about this, and it probably will help you
Hi,
to
Stephen.
relax a little bit in the classroom. I feel that um, some teachers are too stuck up in the classroom. You need to relax a bit. You need to relax. All right, listen. No. When I say stuck up, I don't mean like
Rasta Wagwan. They mark some paper in a class. I try to listen with them attack say.
in the classroom.
Because I don't
You
know.
need to relax. Sit down on the ground with the children. Let them touch you. Let them. I don't know. Just relax. Just put away the high heels and the fancy hairstyle and the this and that, and come in the classroom like you want to have a good day with the children. I think relaxing would be a good thing. Even with young people. I
What's your area
teach
of expertise?
young people, or young adults.
Well,
And I go
studying
around and
teaching,
sit in their group
NV
and
Science
laugh
and
with
Bio.
them and tell them,
So I would
no. You
say
see this?
those.
I don't know why you make this mistake. Look again. And they laugh and they say, Miss, why you do this? And I bring, sweets for them. We just have a good time. Just relax. Yes, relax.
No,
All
don't
right.
get me wrong, Miss. I do.
The other
I'm
thing
not a...
is teaching is not about the teacher. And you need to remember that. If you don't remember anything else.
I'm sorry, Doc. Can you repeat that, please? You kind of dipped in your volume just now.
Teaching is not about the teacher. It's not about you. It's not about you. Most of the times when teachers speak, they speak as if teaching is about them. And I'm not saying that for Eunice. It's not an attack. I am saying that for everyone. Teaching is not about you. It's about the students.
Oh, Bio and them thing there, yeah.
It's about the students.
Please.
If you relax, you will get through. Let them talk to you.
I think too.
Relax.
Let me tell you what's been happening with me. It's just because it's not like my classes are going and the students aren't learning. It's just been a lot of pressure. Not that as it relates to my classes, but from admin or from the principal. So for
That's
example,
right.
yeah,
That's
it's
right.
because of and that's why I'm saying that I don't think I've been really my authentic self then, I should say. So since I've been back in January because of the
That's right.
hurricane and stuff, it's mostly we have to give them this test, we have to give them this. And honestly, I feel so sorry for my students. I even have something next week, and I have to tell them that, listen, you have to come, or I'm not going to give you any grade. And they're complaining to me, and I have to say to them this week, take it up with the principal. I can't take no more of the complaints. Or you have to go to the principal. There is nothing more that I can do, because he's asking me for something. If I don't do it, I mean, when it's time for my evaluation, what am I gonna do? So it just kind of changed how I teach now and how I approach
Oh,
it.
you
So
see,
every time,
you see that? You see, and these are the things that are corrupting teaching. They are corrupting teaching because the focus is on the teacher.
Teaching must be
Focus
difficult in Jamaica now. These students like the materials.
where
My dear,
when the focus should be
your
on the
edges and thing, my
students.
love, but
It's not your fault,
depends. Not
That
for
is how
all.
this system is.
They can be fun to teach.
But
They can give you a warm
my
time,
aim
but you
was
just have to
for the
set the tone for
use,
your
I would use
classroom and let them know that, oh, you're not a
test.
pushover.
That's not going to allow me to do
Mm-hmm.
this. And my students, like for example, that
Yeah.
test that they need to get, I would give it to them as a on test.
Good morning.
First, just sit down and let's do it together. And then when they finish, I take the paper from them. And then I give them back the test to do on their own. Yeah, I would do that. Right? Because God does never gives us a test without giving us the answer first. I don't know why you all became so quiet.
I have a hand up from long time.
Okay, Natalie, go ahead.
All right, so I've been listening, and sometimes I think that a change in the educational system is what is causing a lot of pressure on teachers. You're saying that it should not be about the teachers, it should be about the students. But when
Every
there's
class I was
change,
in while I was in high school was full
yeah,
of
but when
troublemakers.
there's
The whole class
change,
got punished or on a regular
the
basis. Yeah.
top
Or
management is
them get
not
sent
helping
good
the teachers.
dean or something.
But you're saying that we
It's
should
always
be
something.
about the student. We are always about the student. But they're not helping us, the teachers, to make it easier on us. So we can, because we don't have the resources. It's like they want us to get milk out of coffee, and it is not there. And I wish if it placed less emphasis on what the teacher has to do. Give us the resources, give us the training before you implement a new system to help the students. But here in Jamaica, which is a developing country, they're working backwards. They change how things should be done for the students. Then they're asking the teacher who hasn't gotten ample training to do the impossible. And then it puts so much stress on us. And that is not fair. Who is going to step up to the plate for us, the teachers? Who? Why is there not a change in the system to help the teachers? Why?
Yeah, I am back.
We feel like we're just followers. And there's no voice for us teachers. And it should be the other way around, because we love teaching. That's what we are born to do. That's
listen.
But we need the help, and we need the resources, and we need the funding. And that is what the educational system, right? Happy teacher, happy students. We need it.
Okay.
And that's the reason why a lot of us are leaving Jamaica and going elsewhere to teach.
Well, sometimes this way is worse. But anyway, that is not the point of this discussion here. What we are saying is you always have a choice. And the choice you will make depends on your desire, your needs, what you want. Okay? And yeah, and that is sad, but that is true. And this is why the pressure comes, because there was a principal who used to say to the teachers, you all here, you're working here because there's nowhere else to go. You're here? You're here, what the principal said to the teachers.
No, miss.
That
No,
is the
no,
truth. That is the truth.
no.
They know that they holding you with the paycheck. That is how they hold it.
No. Not a soul holding me. You see, this is why I always say, one paycheck is too close to no paycheck.
Okay.
Because
Well, people.
That is so true, Renice. Have you ever seen a rich teacher before? Ever been paid for?
Never.
Yeah.
Ever. So we are not doing it for the money. We're doing it
That's
for
the thing. That's the reason they don't give you a lot, so you can stay and work. But anyway, that is really beside the point. The point is that you will do this for your students when you have the capacity, when you have the will to do what it is best for your students. So you're working in a system that is probably not giving you the best options, but you still have to find the best for them. And one thing that I would add is that if you pray, because prayer works, prayer works. When you pray, God always answers. I have to end the class with this. God always answers. So I don't want you to become militant and start fighting the principal, blah blah. No, the principal too has his own pressures. But what I'm saying is, ask God, what's the best to do for my students? What's the best way for me to teach this and that? And He will put ideas in your mind. And you will be amazed to see how students have learned. God knows that you're in a band. He knows that you don't have any elbow room. He knows that. So you're not going to become rebellious and start kicking a store. No. You're going to listen to Him, and you will be calm and composed and do what He says. Okay. And remember, God never gives us things without giving us the answers first. All right. Anything else you want to say before I sign off? Anybody?
Yes, I want to say something. When is the last class, please?
You want to ask something?
Hello? Doc?
Man, I get copyright. Enough, you sing it good.
I don't think she realized that she's muted.
And I don't think...
Yeah, she obviously she obviously realize at the top.
Repeat, please.
Yes, I was just wondering, when is our last class?
But I answered. You didn't hear.
No, you were muted.
Oh, I think it's the 16th, the third week in February. I think it's the 16th. I don't have the date right in front of me. Yeah. All right, people. Enjoy your reading. Next time we meet, we're going to go a little more into the methods. The methods of teaching. Okay.
I was really hoping
Yes, you were hoping.
that we were going to talk about the movie. Oh my gosh, I love this movie.
Which one?
Yeah.
Marva.
Marva
Marva,
Collins.
right? Yeah,
Oh,
Marva
yeah, the Marva
Collins.
Collins
Okay.
story.
Yeah,
Man,
we
you have to
are
watch
going
I
to
guess we
talk
can
watch
get
about
it.
it.
together one day as a class
We're
and
going
talk
to,
about it.
we're going to
It's a,
speak
it's
about
a
it
beautiful
next
movie.
class.
That is I think it's the only movie I
Next
watched
class.
twice.
Are you hearing me?
Oh, alright, yes, no problem. Bye
Yeah,
bye.
next class. Okay.
Alright,
All right. So I'm going to end this class. God's blessings on you. And I'll see you on Tuesday. Okay.
Okay, good night, Bob. Good night, everyone.
Good
All
night,
right, yes,
miss.
good night.
Oh, before you go, there
Right.
was no register, right? Because I don't remember seeing one.
All
There was no
right.
register?
I don't think Miss usually posts one. She just recorded
Oh
it.
yes.
Yeah, right.
I keep a register, very faithful one. So I know what's
Very fair
accepted
one.
every day.
Okay,
Okay.
alright.
Alright, everyone.
Good night. Sleep well.
Good
Rest well.
night.
All right.
Alright,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
And just like that, class is done. Let me see if I can finish mark these papers and then probably do 1 or 2 assignments after. Not probably. I'm gonna definitely do 1 or 2 assignments afterwards. Well, let that be for now. Hi. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Hi. What level of education are you in now? So personally, I did my bachelor's and my minor. I'm doing postgrad now, but I teach secondary school. Hi. Leadership plant is important because it is. Two, three, four, five, six. Hi. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Mm, Hi. Hurt, I can choose. In mistake. That I bring. Hi, tight, good. Oh, anymore. What? 2, 4, 5. finish. Me I go and mark some paper, then me do an assignment. Yeah, me I do it now. Mm-mm. Three. Hi. 3, 4, 5. 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's see if yeah, we're at 8:51. Hi guys. Red, green, and gold. Banana, red, green, and gold. Well, what to do? Hey AJT, hey young one, how are you doing today? How's Jamaica? Did you learn new skills for YouTube? What a packed question. Let's tackle that one by one. How are you? I am tired. Not tired, a bit burnt out. Yeah, because I slept today, but I am just burnt out overall. Did you learn any new skills for YouTube? I'm learning. I'm getting there. I am getting there. So slowly but surely getting there. I want to up my editing game and stuff. So I'm trying to work some apps and things like that. Let's see. How are you doing though? Are you marking work? Yeah. I am marking work at the moment. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Marking work at the moment. I want to be finished or through marking papers by let's say tomorrow. So going forward I can focus on my all my assignments and stuff I have to do, labs and things that I have to get done. Heard from Damien. No, I haven't heard from Damien. He came on earlier this week for a few moments and then he left. But I'm happy to see like when he chips in and out. Yeah. Let's see what he did. Let's see. Then I'm the triangle through you, like how you said he would. Not bad so far. Okay, let's see what's done over here. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, Kitty. Today I don't feel like doing anything. Why, as I mentioned, if somebody unsubscribed, that's crazy. Oh, I don't want no be you anymore. Go faster, sequencing that. Hi. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Oh, oh. I'm really tired already. I'm tired already. Alright guys, I'm going to call it a night for now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. They say we should wear red, green, gold. I don't have. We have something red up in the plan to wear that yet. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you for 850 for 850 subs. Love you guys so much. Later.